What's up, folks and Killer Instinct fans alike? Max here, and I finally get the chance to make my TJ combo video based off some direct feed footage that I was able to capture at EVO thanks to the guys at Iron Galaxy. And there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and there's literally like the new TJ combo. I'm gonna render this at like the highest resolution possible that I can get it on YouTube so you guys can see it clearly and crisply. And there's a little bit of variety of opponents. I wasn't exactly the best with TJ when I took this footage, but I do have some on-stage performance videos coming up a little bit later where I face off against several other notable players that are really good with the other remainder of the cast while I stay on TJ, and I learned a lot about TJ in that time frame. But TJ isn't completely done, but what we're seeing right now is kind of the new TJ. The guys at Iron Galaxy definitely were listening to the advice of players and people at E3 and all the suggestions and everything that's been going on over the past few weeks and few months regarding the character's release. They kind of took it to heart, and we're seeing some dramatic differences with TJ. There is a big adjustment that's been made to his overall look, how much more rugged he looks now. He looks like a dude that's kind of out of the gutter. Before he looked like a guy that kind of rolled out of the gym and he was just ready to fight. Now it kind of looks like he's seen some hell, and that's a really good thing. But of course, I'm still not completely sold on what he's wearing. I'm just saying that as he is right now with the bandages on his arm and all the way he looks with his broken nose, it looks a lot better. So let's talk about the new refined TJ as far as how he plays and how he now looks in motion. And you better believe it, things are a lot better, especially since E3. It really seemed to be the case that the E3 build of TJ was quite literally the 6-week along that they were talking about, and with these guys working in him at only 50%, a lot of stuff was not finished. A lot of animations were very early, and they were very open to admit that they were trying to get something ready for E3, and we're seeing a bit of polish coming along here. A lot of the auto doubles start to look a little bit better. Some punches still look a little weird, some kicks still are a little awkward, but things are definitely getting there. You definitely see a huge progression as far as the character. And they did tell me one thing that is extremely reassuring, especially during the panel when they talked about it, and I got some clarification a little bit later. I did find out that TJ, to get him online quicker and actually playable in public format, they did have to cut some corners to make that a possibility, specifically with his character rig. Everyone knows when you build an in-game character model, they have their own look to them, their own way, but not a lot of people know that they have their own skeleton, they have their own innards on the inside that really dictate how that character moves, how they sit and idle, how they do everything pretty much. And TJ was using another character's rig. I'm gonna guess it was either like Fulgor or Thunder's, because they just seem to be kind of weird. His body is like hunched in on itself and some moves come out kind of awkwardly, and it was actually true. He was using another character's rig as a temporary placement to get him online a little bit quicker for E3 and to show publicly. They really wanted people to get their hands on the character first. But when he actually gets his unique rig, they mentioned that they're going to implement a completely unique rig just like the rest of the cast. Everyone else in Killer Instinct has their own unique rig. Jago's rig isn't the same as Orchid's, no, they're all different for every single character. And once that happens, once that stuff goes online, I want to see TJ combo after that, because that's honestly going to fix a lot of issues with the animation stuff, a lot of issues with like the lumbering attacks and stuff like that, kind of the slow movement that people are having issues with, and I hope that's where a lot of those issues are going to be alleviated. So I think TJ right now, he looks a lot better than he did before, but there is still room for improvement, and when I talked to them now at EVO, they were saying he's about 80% done, so there is obviously work being done and more work to be done in the future. Of course, we found out about Maya. We already talked about her quite a bit, but what I also wanted to talk about was how TJ's playstyle is kind of totally different. No longer does all of his moves come off of the power line. He actually gets individual attacks for everything now. Back forward light punch is spin fist. Back forward medium punch is the command grab. Back forward heavy punch is the power line. Those are all the same as before, but now the kick attacks are filled with completely different things. Back forward light kick is now the juke, where he takes a step step back. Back forward medium kick is now the roll, and back forward heavy kick is a really awesome opening knee. No longer do you have to do power line to get into the knee. The knee is its own separate move. But TJ's also got something kind of crazy as a result. He's the first character in the game right now to have 5 enders. He's got the ender that's a wall splat with the power line. He's got a launcher ender with down up heavy punch. He's got an exchange ender that actually switches sides with the knee. He's got the down up punch, which is like the jumping slam, which actually gives him meter. And he's also got the auto barrage, which is his main damage ender. That's a total of 5 enders, and I'm presuming that one of those is probably going to go away. I doubt he's going to get 5 total enders. I don't think he actually needs them. I do hope the knee eventually stays. I think the knee ender is one of the coolest ones he's got, and essentially anything he does with the flying falcon knee is freaking awesome. I absolutely love using that move. There was a couple of bugs. They did tell me that the ultra combo that was in place was super early. We're talking like first pass, and they wanted to put an ultra in of some regard, and it needs a lot of work, they were telling me. So the ultra videos that I was putting up before is kind of an example, and your feedback is probably going to be pretty good because I think the developers are looking at that stuff. They know that TJ wants to move faster. Even I was explaining it to him. The thing I was really impressed with is the transitional periods between the auto barrage look a lot better now. The auto barrage looks really freaking cool, and now that you actually get to go in between all the attacks, it starts to make a lot more sense why his auto doubles are slowed down, and it's because he can pack a punch so hard and do so much damage so quick that it gets to be pretty scary. His auto doubles do need to be kind of slow because you can always switch them up at any given point, and even at other points you can actually react to like a medium single hit because he does move a little bit slower. So TJ's definitely come along from what we saw before. I'm really looking forward to what he's gonna be like finally, and I really want to know what they're gonna do with his alternate accessories. I kid you not, as soon as we see what he's got available, I am sticking cargo pants on that guy like a ripped USA wife beater t-shirt, and I'm putting an eye patch on this dude because I kind of like the cheeseball TJ combo that was in Killer Instinct 2, but if they do make some more adjustments to his overall character and kind of how he looks, I think that's a good thing. But I do think him getting that new character rig is going to be really important and will actually make a big difference in the long run. As soon as we see that, as soon as we find out, you guys can stay tuned to here because I'll have more videos and information as soon as possible. And another huge thanks to the Iron Galaxy guys and Microsoft dudes for letting me get this footage once again, showing off the brand new TJ doing a bunch of fights in his HD footage as we possibly can get. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait till his voice and his music and all the other stuff is in place. I feel like we're seeing TJ way too early. I think that's one big issue, is that we're seeing this character way too early in his development compared to the previous season where we saw characters' stages, their songs, their almost final complete move lists within the trailer or when they were demoed. So I hope we get to see TJ in that fashion pretty soon, and hopefully Maya around the corner. As always, dudes, stick around here for Killer Instinct Season 2 coverage. Looking forward to this as much as you guys are. My name is Maximilian, and I'll see you next time.